Hi there, welcome back to XYZ 3D printing and tutorials on XYZware. Right, if you've watched the first video, you will know that we'd brought a part in that we needed to change the orientation. Once we've done that, we now need to slice the object to get ready for printing. So, we've changed the orientation, now we want to slice. You select the object and click print. We have a few options now. We can either go with a good quality, which is a 0.3mm layer distance. That means between each layer the head moves up 0.3mm, and that is fine for most objects. If you want an object that will maybe look a little bit better, look a little bit shinier, you can change that down to 0.2, and this is the norm for getting decent looking prints. And another aspect which we want to have a look at is how much strength does the part need? Does it need to be super strong, have extra walls, or that kind of thing? Well, let's say we want it a little bit stronger, and by that we select this area over here. Now obviously 90% is nearly a solid piece of plastic, and most times that is not necessary. A good average and a decent strength would be, let's say, a medium, 30%. That would give you a pretty strong part. But I like to select the internal structure to resemble that of a honeycomb. And the last option that we have is the shells. Now the shell means it's the thickness of the wall. You could have a thin wall, a normal wall, or an extra thick wall. And again, this relates to how much strength you want in the object. So we'll just go with a normal wall. Right, and the speed. A slow print often turns out to be a better print, but it's a really small part and we don't need to. The faster the print, the more chance that there might be a few errors. So let's just stick with standard. Right, now what are the options? Let's go to tab number 2. We have an option for a raft, a brim, and supports. Well, what do we need to do here? A raft is an object that is created between the bed and your part. This sometimes helps to stop flexing or lifting or the part coming loose off the bed. If you add a raft, you must be aware that when you take or remove the raft from this part, it leaves horrible looking lines, and if you needed this bottom part to be a finished area, then I wouldn't suggest using a raft. Well, what are other options? Let's go and have a look. We now have a brim. A brim. What is a brim? A brim extends around your object, which helps it to get a better surface area of contact to your hotbed. Well, that seems like a good idea. Let's try that. So now that we've selected our thickness or density, our shape of the interior, the shells as normal, our layer height as 0.2, and our speed as standard. We've added a brim of 10mm around the object. Let's have a look at what happens. So, now you can see the XYZware has finished slicing the object, and you can see that it's added this little brim around the object. This will help it stick to the bed better. Here you can see the lines that it's created. So, all that's left to do now is click print and send it to your printer. Hope this video helps. See you again soon.